Hi there and welcome to our latest monthly market update video. So if you've watched previous videos of ours, you might notice the backdrop is a little different, and that's because I'm over in our lovely Home Firth branch. One of my favourite parts of Yorkshire. It's a lovely part of the world. Lots of things to do around here. If you ever get the chance to come up and visit, you must do. Lots of little places to eat and drink, lots of little shops and independent businesses, and even a vineyard. Now, we're filming this video just after the Bank of England met last week and decided to reduce the base rate down from 4.75% to 4.5%. So we're going to touch on that in this video and just talk about how that might affect the property market. But before we do that, just going to have a little look back at what we saw in the market in January. So the start of the month of January, you'll probably all remember, we saw some quite wintry weather, and that definitely caused some disruption. I think you can see that in the data when we look at the number of new properties that came to the market. It was ever so slightly down on the number we saw last January. When we look at the number of properties sold in January, that data is actually very positive. Using 20EA, which allows us to look at data from across the region, whole of market data, so not just Ryder and Dutton, that shows sales up by 10% year on year. And then when we look at the average sale price as well, that's up 4% year on year. So a really good start to 2025 in terms of buyer demand and activity. However, one of the most interesting trends I saw from the data in January was the number of first-time buyers registered, up by about a third year on year. In fact, I think when we look back through the records, it was the largest number of first-time buyers we've registered in a January. This is very positive for the property market. We need those first-time buyers if we're to see a well-balanced, functioning, healthy property market that allows people to upsize, downsize, or move area. Some might say some of this increased first-time buyer activity is down to buyers rushing to beat the stamp duty changes on the 1st of April, when you see the threshold that first-time buyers pay stamp duty reduced from 425 to 300,000. Maybe there's some of that. I'm not so sure. I think if you're trying to get your purchase done by the 1st of April, you're cutting it a bit fine now, given that average transaction times are nearer 4 months right now. But I think more likely this increased first-time buyer activity is more due to things like the high cost of renting at the moment, perhaps even some help for those lucky enough from the bank of mum and dad who might have enjoyed good returns on their own properties and investments over the last couple of years, and also the appetite from the banks, the building societies to lend money to first-time buyers at the moment, and the mood around interest rates as well being a lot more positive right now. Cuts to the base rate from the Bank of England have been predicted in 2025, and we saw the first of those cuts last week when the base rate was reduced from 4.75% to 4.5%. Now, whilst fixed rate mortgages are more determined by the 10-year gilt rate, the Bank of England base rate does influence the rate at which lenders charge borrowers, and so a drop in the base rate will always provide a positive boost to the buyer sentiment out there, even if it doesn't necessarily provide a big boost to buyers' buying power. Add to this, we see more 95% and 100% mortgages available right now, and we've also seen some quite innovative mortgage products aimed at first-time buyers recently, and you can see why first-time buyers might now be deciding to take the plunge. And as I said before, I think that's very positive for the property market as long as lenders and buyers approach it sensibly. So in summary, a positive start to the property market in 2025. We did predict a very busy market this year. We also said that prices might grow over the course of the year by 5%. I think so far how it's set off the market, I think we can stand by those predictions, but of course you'll have to keep watching these videos to find out if we're right. We will always give an honest view of how we see the property market from our side. And finally, if you're in Home Firth, why not pop into our lovely branch here? We've got a fantastic, experienced team who'd love to talk to you about how we can help you move. Thanks for watching.